Abhyudaya. In Sanskrit means sunrise or the act of rising. Here the architecture echoes that very idea, allowing light, memories and simple ritual that gradually shape a sanctuary. The feeling like anybody that enters has to feel very warm and welcomed. That is what we try to achieve.
Hi, this is Architect Mainathan.
Hi, this is Sai Harini from Architecture Plus Path, a studio based in Bangalore. Join us for an exclusive home tour on Abhyudaya in Bangalore.
To watch premium videos and access PDF ebooks with house plans, log on to buildofi.com. The link is in the description below. This site is located in a northern part of Bangalore, which is in Yelahanka. This is a square site of 68 by 70 in dimension.
I think home is very subjective and it has to be tailor-made for every individual, something that we feel every user should be able to relate to it, and every individual will have a different perspective, and that is what we try to bring in our designs as well. So as one enters into this residence, they come through this gate made of white jaali. We try to capture the light through the squares wherever we could, and you can see that it falls beautifully on the well-laid white black leathered finished granite. You can see there is also a tulsi kate.
In terms of massing, just try to create the same square pattern, follow to the massing as well. So once you enter inside, just try to create a portal to give a user the spatial experience of it. And then the other portal will capture the box of concrete with corten steel on it. So we created a black granite for the compound wall.
So when you enter in through the main door, so it's a teakwood door with some brass inlays and some intricate pattern that runs on it. So the entire ground floor is leveled up. This creates a sunken foyer area, and there is a ledge that continues from the living level to this foyer that creates sort of the the tinai, or what you call in a traditional South Indian household. And this is for a conversation starter, and it also has a teakwood frame that happens right behind it. So it has a very good cozy feeling to it. And when you step up and enter into the main living area, you can see it's a very simple layout that we have formed. And at the rear end, you can see there is a light well that comes all the way from the top. We have placed two partitions in a perpendicular fashion.
Since the site is square shaped, we started the whole plan with the grid of 9, and then we just kept the central thing as a courtyard.
So the Pooja, it sits at the heart of the home, and it is right in the double-eyed court. The Pooja is approached by a water body, and there are a couple of stepping stones before it. So the water body has a very soothing and calm effect it adds to the entire house. When you look at the Pooja, you can see there is a double-height book-matched marble on the wall, and that sits as a art by itself. And we wanted to frame it, and that's why we have gone for a full double height glazing for its door with teakwood frames, and we have a couple of teakwood moldings that comes on the handle, and we have kept it as simple and elegant as possible. So opposite to the Pooja, we have the dining area, and this again is a double-eyed space that has some perforated skylights that you can see on the top. We have a view into the façade, the corten steel that is cladded on the façade from the inside, and again that has a very filter of light that happens within this area. From the morning through the evening, there is always some kind of a dramatic effect of light that keeps happening in and around this space.
During the design process, the client wants us to use his dad's old scooter in a way which will act as an artifact for the house. So we created as a centerpiece of the entire house, and we created the same paint also for the bike. The other part of the block where we have the kitchen as an open.
And onto the right, you can see there's a parent's bedroom. So the connectivity also flows in a way that you can approach the staircase that takes you to the first floor.
In the first floor, and the bridge on the first floor also overlooking the dining and the courtyard of the puja, that also give you the spatial experience for the entire thing. Where the entire building is divided into two portions, where in the south quadrant of the house where we have the master suite.
As you approach, you can see there is a level difference in the bedroom, so that we have created to give a dedicated living area within the room. And you can see that it extends into a balcony space. And the balcony is a very cozy balcony. You have a black stone floor and you have a cotton steel jaali that filters the light into the space, and it has a very magical play of light throughout the day. Across the corridor, you can see the other two bedrooms are planned on the either side of it, and there is a kids' bedroom that you can find in the northwestern corner. So this repeated patterns, the pixel squares that you see is all across the house that you can see. Starts from the façade on the cotton steel, and it's on the skylight area on the dining space, and you can see it on the interior partitions that we have created on the wooden partitions.
As a firm, we believe the light and the air should always guide the architecture, not the other way around. Bangalore, being a mild tropical climate, eases the process.
So the project, as the name suggests, Abhyudaya, it has to be up and rising, and we feel the design and the architecture that we create for any clients, it should be something that they grow old with, and it ages gracefully.